Alright, y'all. Part 2. Okay, make a long story short, so we all worked that out, whatever. I'll tell you that baby daddy bullshit later. So anyway, at that time, I had knew I was dealing with a fuck nigga. Any nigga that you have kids with that can call the police on you, destroy your shit, is a fuck nigga. He was upset. He knew what he lost. And he was listening to his homies. And his homies was telling him about their baby mamas. And everybody, baby mama is not the same. Some bitches is superly in love and don't know how to get over a nigga. I'm not one of those. I will never ever love anybody more than I love me. And those are bitches that love their niggas more than they love themselves, so they're willing to accept a lot of shit. I'm not. I am number one. I am first. And maybe because I was raised to be as an only child, so I'm very spoiled. But I am number one. And whenever you don't think I'm number one no more, that's the time we need to fucking go. I got 3 kids and they're all number one. I don't play that shit. My husband, I'm number one and he's number one. You understand? Everybody number one around this motherfucker. You understand? Anyway, so I started dealing with his mother. You know, me and her always had a good relationship because she had never had no grandkids before. He had never had no kids. Now, mind you, he was in his 40s at that time and had never had no kids. And I didn't have no kids either. So, to me, I just felt like God had put it together. For some reason, he's going to be what God brought to me for whatever reason. I needed his DNA, his blood to make what I got. I don't know why. I don't know what the lesson is for, but I'm going to learn it. I put God on him, kept it away, whatever. So it's this book. It was this book called How to Find a Husband or something like that, but it's a godly book. What? Yes. And don't come down here until I see you and tell you to come down here. Because I don't want no cars to be coming. This is the ball I bought them. So anyway, it's a prayer book, or it's called Finding God's Husband or something like that. If y'all want me to get it, I will. It's a book, and it's some scriptures in there for praying for a husband. And so I was praying for husbands and things like that, a husband, and I was going on dates, but I really was not looking for a man right away. And when I was looking for a man, what?
I just wanted to tell you, do you play that shoe?
Can you go play?
Yeah.
So I knew I wanted somebody for my kids. I knew that when it was time for my kids to say daddy, I wanted somebody to answer to them. And so I knew kind of what I wanted. So I wrote down what I wanted a husband to be, what I wanted. I just wrote it down like I always do when I'm asking God for things. And I stayed humble. I didn't give my pussy away. I didn't go fuck around with my baby daddy. I didn't no. I stayed to myself. So make a long story short, I ended up meeting my husband. And me and my husband are hustlers. Then. Now, we're different. But back then, we were hustlers, right? And so, I used to... Well, I don't want to say it's I used to do checks. And he used to cash them. Let's just say that. Y'all ain't gonna be all in my business. That's way back in the days. And so, that's how I kind of met him. So, when I had gave him one of them checks, I didn't really know him. And it seemed like he was playing games with my money. And so, but in the midst of that, we still, we're talking, getting to know each other. So, I kind of like him. And I like that he took care of his kids. At this point, he had, Cedric, my young son, who I'll tell y'all about, he had his son with him, a full-time dad. And his son was like 15, 14. And so... I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that. And he a blood. I like bloods. My baby daddy a Crip. I don't like dating Crips. I would never date a Crip again. I've had a couple of Crips. I like bloods, Pyrus. They take care of their family. Anyway, moving forward. So, but I'm kind of getting at him because, you know what I'm saying? He's taking a long time to get my money and da-da-da. So God had told me one day, like, if you keep pressing about this money, you're going to lose something better than that. And so I let it go. I was like, fuck you, God. If he steal my money or if he don't give me back my money or whatever the case may be, then fuck it, And it may end up, we start dating. And I was like, God, is this real? Now, mind you, we was dating for a couple of months. I still did not let him see my kids. So one point, I let him see my kids. I seen how he reacted. I seen his kid and his daughter. and his granddaughter. I was like, okay, I like him. And from there, everything been good. A couple of months later, I had told him what I wanted. I wanted a house, and he invited me to a place called Victorville in California. I had never been to Victorville in my life. He said, I found you something, and I want to know if you like it. And so that whole night, y'all, I was not going to go. Because Victorville is it's like an hour away from California. And I never been that far with him. Plus, I had never been to Victorville, so I didn't know how to get back. Like, I was just like, I don't know. So I kept tossing and turning. I was not going to go, y'all. I was not going to go. And then some said go. So I went, and he had a 5-bedroom house for me. A rented 5-bedroom house. Of course, we didn't own a house then, but he had rented it. And what happened was, what I liked about it is he didn't rent it with his name where I can move in with him. He waited for me to get there so we both can rent it together. And then he had the money with the check, everything. I furnished the house up. From there, we've been rocking ever since, 7 years later. We never left each other. We went from hustling to being business owners, to having everything, to losing everything, to still being on top, to being low. We went through so much. We went through homelessness. We went through betrayal. Now, we've had some trying times in our relationship. He never physically cheated on me. But he was close to it. And so I always say you might as well did it, because I'm still judging it as you should have never did it or been close to it. Also, y'all know I accidentally got caught up on pills. I had never did drugs in my life, but I've always had insomnia where I can't sleep. And so regular medication and shit wasn't working. That's another story time. I got many story times. Regular medicine wasn't working. So somebody had told me about Xanax. And Xanax would put me to sleep. And come to find out, I started getting addicted to that shit. So he dealt with my addiction. I've dealt with his bullshit. Like but through it all, we went to church every Sunday. I made sure we prayed. I made sure no matter what, we had God. God is the string of our relationship. He is a 3-way string in our shit. Without God, you have nothing. You can't get through shit. You can't get through nothing without God. And you have to have a mate that loves God and knows God. You gotta have a mate like that. My husband didn't know as much as I knew, but he was willing to know, and he knew enough. That's number one. That's a key. Make sure you have a guy that you're interested in, that you're getting with, that, number one, loves his own kids. I don't understand, like my baby daddy girlfriend, I don't understand how she could be with him. My baby daddy ain't seen his kids in 2 years. There's no the reason that made me even want to introduce my kids to my husband, or even make me want to even like him, is because I see how much he loved his kids. And I'm like, damn, if he can love his kids, and he can love my kids. How do you date a man that don't love his kids or don't fuck with his kids? I don't give a fuck what his baby mama on. Now, mind you, I'm not on no bullshit. My baby daddy ain't got no crazy baby mama. I don't put him on child support. I don't make him take care of his kids. I don't do none of that. Nothing. He can see his kids anytime he wants to. But anyway. So, where was I at? Oh, number one, make sure that if he got kids, he take care of his kids. Number two, make sure that he loves his mother. My baby daddy don't like his mama. Another man I dated didn't like his mama. And to me, they don't know how to treat women. Men that don't like their mama don't know how to treat women. Now, you also don't want men that is mama boys either, because they don't know how to treat women either, because they're bitchy. You want it right in the middle, where they love their mama, they respect their mama, but they not no mama's boy. Their mama made him a man. That's my husband. He treats me literally like a queen, because his mother showed him how to treat a woman. That shit is very important. It's very important, especially for me, because I grew up feeling not loved by a male. So, well, my grandfather loved me, but y'all know what I mean. So, okay. On the sun. Yeah, so, that was really good for me that God sent me somebody. And my husband is really calm. He's a Libra. He's really fucking calm. I'm a Virgo. I'm quick at the tongue. I'm quick. He's a more laid back and think about shit. But he's one of those sneak attacks. He not rowdy, but he's not to be fucked with. And any motherfucker who think that he is will see different. That's what I like about him. You don't know what he with until he get with it. You know what I'm saying? I like that. He a sneak attack. But he covered me. He covers me. He with me through right or wrong. He loves my children. You know? What else will be good and helpful? And making sure that he knows God. Making sure he's willing to pray with you. Make sure he's willing to respect you. My husband, I have a very bossy attitude for the simple fact, like I always say, I was raised by myself. And I'm very bossy. And God sent me someone who understood that. So he doesn't have to be combative with me. And in doing that, God talks to me and say, hey, that was kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like last night, I had said something. I don't know what the fuck I said. But I knew I was wrong when I said it. You know, I'm one of those. But when I said it, I let it be. And then this morning, I told him, I was like, babe, I'm sorry. You know, if I said something that was wrong. I didn't mean it like that. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Because my husband, now mind you, I am bossy. And you got to take see, with me is, I'm bossy. And I control everything in my house. But then, when my husband want me to make doctor's appointment and find his clothes and shit, it be making me mad. Well, bitch, you can't have it both ways now. If you want the nigga to be completely dependent on you, then don't get mad when he asks you to call the doctors. So, you know, my husband's leg is hurting now, and he want me to call the doctor or whatever. But I'm busy. I got some other shit I got to do. And so I kind of went off a little bit. But I'm like, I run my household. So usually I do that. I call the doctors. Usually I pick out his clothes and shit like this. I pick out dinner. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck? So, you know, I had to kind of chill, like figure out, bitch, what is it now? Do you want him to help you or you don't? I'm one of those people that would ask for help and then redo it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how you can ask for help and then you don't like the way they did it, so you just redo it your fucking self? I'm one of those. You know, I'm a whole thing, y'all. I'm looking around, y'all, because I'm at the park with my kids, and it's starting to become people now. And, girl, y'all, they kidnapping shit. But I got a whole machete in my trunk. I got pepper spray right here. And I got a whole 9 inside my lockbox. Bitch, I'm not playing. You'll get gutted like a fish, shot like somebody, and sprayed like you OC warning, like you was in motherfucking jail. I'm not here to play. Anyway, so yeah, y'all, that's it. But anyways, find you guys a good husband. I'm so happy I don't have, but you know, I had to go through some shit though, y'all. You know, it's not gonna be peaches and cream. But if that person is worth it, and God is in the midst of it, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But also be patient and pray for God to send you somebody. Don't think with your pussy. And oh, mind you, the key point, and I did not fuck my husband until I had got a house. So he had did all of this without getting no pussy. No, I hadn't even touched his dick. Honestly, I thought his dick was little, y'all. I think y'all heard me say that. Because my husband is 6'3". He bow-legged, right? He's 6'3", bow-legged. I just thought his dick was little. Because he's skinny. So, I just thought his dick was little. I don't know why. So, I was, like, not even really tripping. And one day, I was sitting in my truck. And he had, like, went across me. And I felt like a little thump. I'm like... Right. And so I rubbed it. I was like, oh, okay. You know. Yeah. Like that. You okay? Yeah. Like that. Yeah. So, but anyways, yeah, no, I didn't have sex with him. And so I had a house. Not saying that that's what I had required of him before he fucked. I'm not I'm not a whore. But I'm saying he wanted to give me the world before he wanted my pussy. And I appreciated that. And I appreciated that he cared about my well-being more than he cared about taking me out to dinner. It was a lot of niggas when I was dating, they wanted to take me out to dinner, take me to the beach. I can do that myself. I don't need no nigga to take me to dinner. I don't need no nigga to get my hair done, my nails done, my feet done. I don't need none of that pussy shit. I need a nigga to be a daddy for my kids. I need a nigga to make sure I got gas in my car, oil. Like, I needed a grown man. And he understood the motherfucking assignment. I'm a grown woman out here. I don't need no nigga to feed me. I don't need no nigga to get my hair done. I don't need no nigga to get my nails done. That's not what the fuck I need you to do, nigga. But anyway. And then we ended up having sex. And the sex was bomb as fuck. Life was great. Life is good. About a year later, I had Amir, my baby boy. We prayed for the baby. I prayed for what I wanted him to look like. He came out getting what I looked like. I manifested him. And yeah, and let me tell you, our marriage had went through drugs. Our marriage has went through a little bit of infidelity, never on my end. Violence, because I used to fight. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a person that came from, I'm not gonna say I'm an angry person, but I don't like when people irritate me. I don't have patience for people like lying or excuses. I don't have time for that. So I used to break shit, throw shit, fight. He never hit me. He never fought me, but I used to fight. And then I calmed that shit all the way down. As I got older, I was breaking my own shit. And then I was fighting somebody I love. Like, I truly, truly love. It got to be a better way. But that's how I saw. That's what I saw. So I did what I saw. So we've been through a lot. Him getting hurt really bad and me having to literally bathe him. Like, clean him up. Dick, balls, ass, clean him. Remember the surgery, remember the accident. I had to really physically take care of him. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing if he was going to walk again. Like, our marriage, that's why I say our 7 years has been crammed with a lot of shit. But we had God and we had true love. And that's why we are truly in love. Like, we are in love people. Like, real people. That's why you don't be seeing all this fake ass bullshit. Nah. Like, that's my best friend. So if I can say anything to anybody who's looking for a husband, be patient and wait for God. This relationship is one of the best relationships that I've ever had. And that's because I waited for God. I asked God what I wanted, and then I also asked God to put whatever he thought was good for me. And yeah. Oh, and one more thing, because my time is finna go. You know how people be like, I proposed to my husband. And then a couple of years later, he proposed to me. So, meaning I proposed to him. So, our first wedding, which was February 4th, 2015, I proposed to him. I married him. And then we got married. We renewed our vows in April of 2020. And he proposed to me again. So, you don't have to wait. If you know you like something and you know you want something, do it. I did mine 7 years ago. He did his in 2020. And we're going to do another one in 10 years. So 7, 8, 9, 10. In 3 more years, 10 years, I'm going to do a whole new one. And so don't be all caught up. Don't be caught up on a ring. You know what I'm saying? Because when I did it for him, I think I went to Walmart. And you know how Walmart got the 3 rings, his ring and your 2 rings? I think it was like a $400 set. And then I ended up buying, later on in life, we ended up buying rings that was super expensive. I had to pawn it when I lost my money. But y'all see on my videos, all them rings was real. And, yeah. And I had the best ring ever. Like, my shit was banging. I spent thousands of dollars. Maybe $15,000, $20,000 on my wedding ring. So, in the beginning, it was only $300. So, just stay straight, y'all. God ain't forgot about y'all. All right. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that beautiful stuff. See y'all later.